Hello my friends, David Kessler here and welcome back to the studio for part 3 of our multi-part series of me going through my whole process of painting. There again, if you haven't seen videos 1 and 2, you really need to see those because those lay the groundwork for what's going to happen now, which is the painting. And if you don't lay a little groundwork before you start, then your chances of success begin to drop. Right, so we've planned our color combination. We're going to be doing an analogous color combination of blue, green, blue, blue, violet, and violet. And maybe, just for fun, we'll throw in some red violet because I love red violet. Okay. I've already mixed the colors on the palette, which is right there. And you're going to see that as I work. I'm going to put a picture of the palette right here so you can see the colors that I'm dipping into as I go through the painting. And I'm going to try to describe this to you as we go. Now, keep in mind, it's not a lot of joy for me to have to talk and analyze and everything as I go through a painting, but I'm going to do that here. I'm going to try to do that here as much as possible to give you some narration as to what I'm doing and what I'm thinking as I go through this. There may be quiet times. This is basically going to be unedited for the most part. You're going to see the whole process. Unless I step back here and, take some analyzation time or something as I'm going through, which I'll cut that out. But otherwise, you're going to see me paint this whole 36 by 36 canvas in this series, okay? So, let's get to it. Now, first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to start with a big brush, a 3-inch brush. I'm going to lay in some dark and/or dark middle value color. And I'm going to start with my indigo paint. And I'm going to start with these darker values first. I'm just going to randomly mix some other color in here as I get closer to the bottom of the surface. Some of this I'll probably come back and lighten some of that later. Know that I want to spend a lot of time doing it now. Okay, so I have a variety of blue color in here, which is what I was looking for. Maybe this is going to be a landscape painting. Let's think about that. Let's think about that. So if I were to come in here and do with a crayon, an art crayon, and draw a bit of a horizon line. I can never get a horizon line straight. I'm sure some of you can relate to that. That's about as crooked as I could get it. Crack myself up. Okay, so I'm going to balance that big dark with a little more dark over here, dark value, or dark middle value. We'll see how it turns out. Maybe it gets lighter as it comes across here. And then maybe it, I don't know, maybe it goes into some blue violet. Ooh, I like that. Just for fun. If you didn't watch the first parts, I'm using, there's water in this bottle that I'm spraying, right? I don't know what you might assume that it is, but it is water. I'm also kind of standing on my toes right now to get this thing. Okay. All right. I'm far enough along now I can think about my accent color, which is going to be violet. I'm going to even throw some red violet in here just for fun. Maybe that comes in here somewhere. Maybe I have some over here where it's dark too. I'm not crazy about those shapes right offhand. I'm not sure what's going to happen there, but got plenty of time to figure it out. And this is just I do the scraping as kind of my linear elements for the painting because I don't really put in a lot of lines, so I use this old brush that's got a handle that has a handle cut off to put in a little bit of scrapito, as they call it. All right. So let me take this and blend this out a little bit. I don't want those edges to be hard. I can blend that out. Maybe I even want a little bit down here. Okay. Now what I want to do is start working some edges in here of these shapes. So I don't want these edges to dry, to be hard edges. Okay. This is gonna blend this out a little bit. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do up there. Let's just lay some color in. You know. Maybe I need some, maybe I actually need my accent color to be in here. I'll put it in a couple of different places and then I can figure out later maybe what I want to do with it. Okay. So then I can take this edge here and blend this in. All right. Well, that's going to be it for this video. We've got a pretty good start, you know. It's hard to tell when you first start. I mean, there's a lot left to do. So when we get back, we're going to try to get this thing, at least the surface covered, so we can make some determinations about, you know, our shapes and our values. So hang on, and we'll be back on part 4 on the next video. Thanks. Bye.